Hello everyone, this is Peppermint and I'm doing a little Christmas card and craft on a budget collaboration with a few other ladies, and this is my second video. I got in there a little bit late. So I've been doing some wood burning, and if you already own a wood burning tool, or you know, even your kids may have it and you can use it, then it's really economical to a little economical hobby. You can get these tools at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, and even Walmart. And I think at Walmart they were like $7. But when you go to Hobby Lobby, they're anywhere, depending on how many. You can get one that is just the gun. You can get one that is just the tool and very little tips. And you can get it for possibly $14, and you might be able to use your coupon. And I don't think that the biggest kit was but like $30, but check those prices, because I'm really not sure. I went the other day, but I didn't see where they had any. They must have been out of them, but I know I got this one from Hobby Lobby. But once you have your tool, then one thing that you can do is you can buy these little circles. They are 3.25 inches by 3 millimeters. That's the thickness. They're 3.25 inches circles. And this pack, that is a 6-pack, was just a couple dollars at Walmart. And this wood pile pack came from Hobby Lobby, and it's $2.99 for 4. So going to Walmart is probably your best bet, unless you use your coupon at Hobby Lobby. So today's little project is going to be real simple. I'm going to make an ornament using these circles. And I'm only going to use one tip. This one right here. You can write with this tip, and you can also burn the edges with this tip. So here we go. First thing, a safety thing, is please be careful, because these things are hot. I've burnt myself, and I can't believe that this used to be a children's thing back in the 80s and stuff. But I'm going to show you right down here where I've got my tools resting at. I'm only going to use one. Okay, you see this going across here? This is the little stand that you can rest your tool on. It is really, really important that you tape it down to the table. I've got it taped on my tablecloth. It's a little plastic tablecloth with flannel on the underside, and because if you don't, then the tool is just going to slide off the table, and you just rest it like that. And very important not to walk away and leave it. Just use your common sense on that, okay? And if you are under the age of 18, then please ask a parent before you start using this, okay? I'm going to start out. Let's see where I can best. I'm going to start out with some sandpaper. You can skip this part if you want to, but I found out that it burns a little easier if you do. Look at it and tell which way the grain of the wood is going. On this one it's going that way. And just give it a little sanding job. Just enough to take a little bit of the top layer off. And what I've also been doing is I've been on the edges, I have been and also what I've been doing is on the edges, on the sides, I just kind of feel them, and if it feels like it's pretty even, then I've been leaving it. And I haven't been sanding it, but if it doesn't feel like it's even, if it feels like it's slopes down in the middle, then you might want to sand it. That way you can, it won't take you as long to burn it. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to burn the sides first on both sides. See that? I want to burn this part right here, and I will also want to make a burned border on the outside of the circle. So let me do a few. And this is not the time to be in a hurry, because the burning tool will burn as it wants to. Some of them have a temperature where you can adjust the temperature, and some of them don't. But it's best to not have to wear yourself out pressing down to get it to burn. It's best to just put it on and give some pressure, but not so much that it's going to wear you out. Now you'll see that I'm not getting it burned all the way on the sides, but I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to do it again on the other side. This is what I have so far. So let me finish this, going all the way around. And sometimes you just have to have patience. Now, you can do a lot of these ornaments and not have, a whole lot invested unless you have to buy your tool. But if you're going to be doing wood burning and you want to do wood burning, then the supplies after the tool, it really is not that bad. You can buy an ornament like this on eBay, and they're costing anywhere from $6 on up to $12, just depending on what time of the year you're going to try to buy it. Now here I have the whole thing on one side, and here is the edges. So I'm going to go on the other side and do the same thing. Taking my time, because you want to have plenty of time, like I just said a while ago. You want to have plenty of time to do this. Now I'm going to edit this video to speed up the video. You just need to take your time. Okay, now I went all the way around on both sides, and I made sure that this tip, the edges of this tip was going down the edges. Now it's still not as dark as I would like for it to be. There's still a little bit of wood grain peeping through. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to touch it up and make sure that the edges are black. Okay? And this is going to take a while, so I'm going to do some of it off camera, and I'll be back, okay? Okay, I'm back now, and I have the edges burned. If you can see, it's burned all the way around, and it's there's a border, a burned border on both sides. Now I'm going to write a word, a Christmas word on here, and because I have a large handwriting, I'm going to choose short words like peace. I'm not going to do a word like Christmas because that's a real long word. I was going to show you. Maybe I'll do another video sometime, but here's one where I did do Merry Christmas, but I didn't do it the same way I did this. But I'm going to take a pencil, and something that I did not tell you guys is this wood burning. You know what happens when you burn some wood? It's going to smell up your house. It's going to make your house smell up. And it sticks around for a little while, but then it goes away. But if you do a lot of it, then you might want to start doing it in a well-ventilated area, like, you know, on your front porch or somewhere. Okay. You have, I'm going to do peace. I'm going to write peace on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to count the letters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I want to go in the very middle letter. The very middle letter is A. Okay? I'm going to go to the very end, and the very end is E. Okay? I don't know if this is going to be backwards or not. And then the very first is P. Okay, I am going to find, well, I am going to estimate the center of the circle. And I'm going to put me a little dot right there that I'm using pencil. And I am going to write or draw, actually, because when you're wood burning, you're pretty much drawing an A right there, the middle letter, because the middle letter is going to go in the middle of the circle. Okay? I'm going to do it kind of light. And if I don't like the size of that once I start writing my other letters, then I can erase it and start over. Okay, I'm going to do my P. I'm going to make it a capital. And I'm going to write my E here at the very end. Okay, now all I have to do is fill in the middle here. Put the E in the C. And so now we've got this much. And so now I'm going to take my wood burning tool with the same tip that I used to make the border and the edges. And I'm going to use this tool and I'm going to write piece by just tracing over the lead on my circle. Okay, I'm right-handed, so I had to change the camera over so you can see a little better. Remember to take your time. And there you have your letters on here. And from here, I just kind of clean up my letters, make them look the way I want them, just by, just by going over them again, in certain areas. If I want the writing thicker, then this is when I do it. Okay, now that I have my word written, I'm going to put a hole in here, right there. And I'm going to burn that hole with the same tip. So let me show you how I do that. See, it just burns right through there. And then you can turn it over and it'll start to show on the back, and that way you know if you're almost through there. Now you're giving it a little bit more pressure. Now you see that burned area right there? I'm just going to go on top of that burned area because that's where the hole is. And there you have your little hole. And now you can use whatever you want to hang it with. I chose this, I got this out of the mixed media section of Hobby Lobby. It was $3, but you can get this at the Dollar Tree, but they don't have it all the time. But any kind of, but they have baker's twine there, and they have other types of strings, and they have other types of ribbon. You can use whatever you want to, whatever you think looks good. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie a little bow. I got 2 loops right here, and I'm going to tie a little bow. Get it tight. Find my scissors if I can get in here. Get them. I'm going to take both of my strings and go through here. And there you have a little bow right there. And I'm just going to tie a knot up here. And you can do whatever kind of hanger you want. You can even put a bead, like the Christmas ornaments that I did for my tree last year. I put a little bead up here. Okay, this completes my second video in the Christmas card and craft on a budget collaboration. And please visit some of the other ladies' videos. I will have a link in the description box for each person, and you will be able to just click on it and visit their videos. So everyone have a nice day, and thank you for watching my video.